Please explain your moderator that Tobirama is smart. Tobirama is smart. Being smarter than Minato and Itachi, it's kind of wild. I think Kage could bust the Kamui. We have no idea how big the Kamui dimension is. Pretty sure Kishimoto intended for Tobirama to be seen as stronger than Minato. Nigga, hell no. The fuck? That was, bro, that was dumb as hell. That one was stupid. What are the fees for Minato being smart? Mastering flying Raijin better than Tobirama did. Damn near soloing the third war. Shows some level of combat prowess. Um, y'all smarter the right Kage. There's examples of him like throwing kunai all over the battlefield just so he can teleport anywhere. That's pretty good too. He saw Chidori one time and knew its exact weaknesses, broke them down. Uh, what else is a nigga did? I mean, Minato was smart enough to fucking plant the Nine Tails in Naruto and just know it would work out. Like that's a pretty insane intelligence feat. And yeah, and then if you take the novels into account, then he has the highest exam scores of all time. But yeah, Minato has plenty of feats of being smart. Nothing too insane. What are Tobirama's like smarts feats? Like I know Tobirama made a bunch of jutsu, but I mean, how smart do you really have to be to do that? And like, what's the thing with him making his jutsu? Like with Edo Tensei, for example, right? How do you make that? Like, what did he make a mistake and stumble upon that shit? Like, he's definitely smart. Don't get me wrong, right? Like, Tobirama structured a lot of the shit in the village. How many jutsu have you invented? I mean, bro, none. Though you need sacrifices for Edo Tensei? Yeah, you need sacrifices. So I'm wondering, like, how did he come up with that? Did he figure out he could summon a soul and then he was like, oh well, let me like summon a soul on a nigga, see what happens. Then Togurama immediately figure out that Obito was alterable to Sage Chakra. Yeah, he figured that out, but Naruto also figured that out. And Naruto's definitely not like on his toes with that shit. And then you gotta think too, like Sasuke's there. Sasuke's definitely smarter than Naruto when it comes to battle, but he didn't figure it out because he just doesn't really know about Sage Chakra. And Minato was like mentally nerfed, so that's not too crazy of a feat. It's really like if you just look at it, think about what it is. It's like, oh yeah, so Sage Jutsu might work. In the ground where people just pass around things comparing apples to oranges when people try to compare the accomplishment to Minato since they're doing different things. I mean, in a way it is. You can still measure IQ based on the feats. It's always going to be a little bit subjective though. Like you had to throw in like context or flamboyant ass fragrant words to hype up intelligence most of the time. Tyrone was probably the Orochimaru back in his day. Maybe he did some immoral practices, my guess. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I think people confuse Tobirama not being personally invested with Obito as Tobirama being smarter than Minato. Yeah, SD. I completely agree with that. Imagine if Jubito could have phased through attacks. Yeah, if Jubito could phase through attacks, they'd be fucking done. What did Minato do as Kage? He couldn't even add change in nature. That has nothing to do with anything at all. Tobirama was a better Hokage. Damn, bro. Nigga said it 3 times. We get it, bitch. Tobirama made jutsu during wars. Nigga had no fucking choice. What the hell? Tobirama got beat up from a blind man. Who's a better Hokage? Oh my god, bro. Fuck, I hate fucking typing errors. You fucked me over. I don't know, bro. To me, when niggas say Tobirama over Minato, I just like consider you brain dead and move on. The Tobirama position just always will have less credibility than the Minato position. Like, oh, nigga wants to be different, and then we move the fuck on. You get what I mean? Like you know when people have those takes where it's like, bro, this nigga clearly just wants to be different than everyone else. Toriyama is cool and smart in his own right, but not stronger than Minato and God. Bro, and see, I hate that people compare Tobirama to Minato, and that's like the only thing because Tobirama is like actually good. Like he's good, and you can compare him to other people, and then the only one they do is fucking Minato. It's like popular be a contrarian. Where's fuck yeah on God? So fucking weird. Tobirama defo beat Kisame though, and no one will tell us otherwise. Yeah, see, like Tobirama would probably beat Kisame. I wouldn't even have a problem with that. Why is Tobirama so much weaker than Hashirama? Who the fuck knows? Maybe because Hashirama's a fucking Ashura reincarnate or something. How strong would Orochimaru be with Sage mode? Really strong. Those questions are so weird to me, man. Like it's so hard to answer when someone asks like, "Oh, well, where do you think this guy would stop? Like, what's the weakest character or what's the strongest character he could be?" It's like, bro, I really have to go over all of this in my head. Like, do you really want me to do all of that in my head? Like, this is a lot of work you're asking me to do, bro. Because I had to compare that nigga to other characters and then the other characters to each other to come to that fucking conclusion. That shit only gets like simple whenever you're talking about the top tiers, right? Like, oh, who's the strongest person Six Path Sagemo Naruto could beat in Shippuden? Maybe Kaguya. See, simple. Watch Thunder God Tobirama video. I don't want to do that because because I like Thunder God, right? And if I watch that video and I get like stream hype, I'm gonna end up shitting on it, which I know he won't care about because me and Spencer did one of his videos before. I know he won't care about it, but I still just don't want to do it. Six from Kaylee. Jedi Council versus the Akatsuki. The Jedi Council would probably especially if Anakin is on it. They'd all be pretty close in speed. Like the Jedi would at least be able to react and then uh probably just use like the force on them and whatnot. That fight would actually, it might be closer than I was thinking just now. Might be way closer. The Akatsuki might win just via numbers.